Good afternoon, my faithful listeners, and thank you for tuning in to the Post-Apocalyptic News Radio, the only source for the latest goings-on in the little corner of the post-apocalyptic wasteland we call home. Today is Friday, the 13th of June, and we're live at the bottom of the hour for more of the latest. Before that, however, our contractually obliged weather report. This is the part where you can go get a drink. Anything you miss should be available to you via the latest in window technology. Moderate rains continue to fall and ease the wasteland's suffering. The much-needed water is, without any doubt, saving lives from a torturous death of thirst. If you are among those in desperate need of the rains, please remember that even rainwater must yet be purified. Our skies are plagued by debris so small as to be invisible to one's eye, but still dangerous enough to make one violently ill. With the sustained rains, however, we continue to see light flooding in low-lying areas and along the Chestnut River. The flooding should not become a serious issue as the rains aren't heavy enough to raise the water much more. However, I will once again remind you to use caution in these flooded areas. It is too easy to lose your footing and your life to the fast-moving waters of a flood. Do not take unnecessary risks in this regard, for the price is one too steep to pay. Winds are expected to pick up tonight to accompany the rains, so do be sure to shore up your shelters. Temperatures are holding at pre-incident levels, with a high today of 25 degrees Celsius and a low tonight of 22. With 10% humidity, it's shaping up to be a lovely afternoon. That concludes our contractually obliged weather segment. Now, for the latest around the wasteland. It's time now for our daily siege report. The MCR invaded and took control of our wasteland not long ago, but the studio's defenses held. Now, a bitter standoff between your home for music and news and a society of brutes. As I stated recently, I am to have a co-host here soon. One Katerina Koala will be delivering the news at my side to ensure an unbiased view. Miss Koala was handpicked by Legatus Aurelius and has traveled here from Civitati Main Manu, or the City of the Hand. Having just arrived in the studio today, she should be on the air very soon. It is strange, however. On her arrival, Gaius showed her no respect or kindness, truly insulting her at every opportunity. This despite her office, despite being the legatus's personal choice for the job. It is a peculiar dynamic, one I intend to question Miss Koala about. In the meantime, however, it is time for another state-approved advertisement. We'll be right back. Good morning, Jenny. What advertisements do we need to record today? Surely nothing that will have me escorted away again, I'm sure. What's this? Cams, and Electronics. What a peculiar name. Catchy, though. The MCR approved this advertisement. Wonderful. Do you have or want machines from the world that was? Are you in need of parts or technical know-how? Did you know there's a shop in town that can help you? Well, fantastic news. Cams and Electronics is open and has just what you need. Roasted radio, toasted toaster, limp lamp? Bring them in and Cam will get them fixed in a jiff. In need of a record player, electrical generator, or mechanical repair guides? Cam will have it in stock or find it in no time. Cams and Electronics, now open in Oakland. Alright, what other ads have we got? That's the only one. The MCR are dreadfully miserly with what advertisements we can run. Alright, well, I suppose that'll do that then. And, Jenny, I wanted to tell you something. I've been listening to the archived broadcasts. You're doing a much better job with the pre-recorded advertisements, cutting out all of the non-ad content. I'm very proud of you. You're doing a fantastic job, Jenny. And we're back. Did you stay tuned through the commercial break? I surely did. Even if you didn't, I'm just glad to see you're back here in time. It's time for some news regarding the studio. You may have noticed a lack of stories regarding the current events of the wasteland. There's a reason for this. After declaring our telephone lines active not long ago, the MCR put forth a bounty on all of our anonymous sources. If any person could prove a source's affiliation, a reward of 200 cubes would be given. Since this policy was put in place, Nearly all of our anonymous sources in the wasteland have gone quiet, unwilling to risk the penalty the MCR may deliver onto them. At present, it is unknown if any of our staff have been caught, but the prospect is most disheartening. With that said, we're going to move on. It's time we discuss the beasts that travel our wasteland. Ever since the incident, the wild things of the world have changed. Very few beasts are as they once were, often morphed and mutated into horrific abominations. These creatures prowl the wastes, many of them deadly, some helpful, others benign. In this segment, we should discuss our wasteland's wild things. The Lost Head. There is a creature that roams our wasteland. It has been seen near every settlement, and reported to us multiple times. The Lost Head is a creature most unique, with the head and shoulders of a man, and nothing below. Rather, below his shoulders, where arms or a torso ought form, there are short, tentacle-like projections that hold a stiff form pointing down. The creature floats above the ground by roughly 2 meters, but has been seen as low as 1.5 meters. The color of its skin is a dark gray, with streaks of black as if from ash. No hair grows from its head, and no eyes lay in its skull, but where eyes ought to be, the skin has grown over. Its mouth, I think, is the most disturbing thing of all. With the lower jaw missing, the tongue hangs from the mouth. It writhes as the creature floats along, dripping a dark ichor. Its teeth are stained red. The creature has an uncanny ability to strike dread into the hearts of those who see it, and none so far could steel their hearts to approach or investigate. It is likely for the best that none could approach. The unique abominations of the wasteland are often the most dangerous. If you see the Lost Head near your settlement, my advice is only to take shelter and wait. It has in all instances passed with no incident. But I'm afraid that's going to be all the time we have for today. It's about time for the evening radio music. Before we go, however, I should like to leave you with the afternoon puzzler. Did you discover yesterday's answer? I'll remind you, the question was, why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself? The answer, it was too tired. Congratulations to anyone who got that one. Today's puzzler is as follows. What do you call a shoe made of a banana? Think about it, and tune in again tomorrow for the answer. But I'm afraid that's all the time we have. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time, I wish you all the very best. And, if you're truly out there, good luck.